Recently, we learned that after almost 26 years, Ash Ketchum's story will finally come to a close. I hate it and I am still trying hard to come to terms with it, but at the same time I am starting to become a bit curious about how they plan to end it, and I've been thinking about it a lot. So before the show starts, here's some of my hopes and dreams for the Misasa Pokemon Master Series. Some more realistic, some utterly delusional with unhealthy amounts of copium. First off, I hope we still get to see what some of the other companions are up to. From the trailer we know that Brock and Misty as well as Gary are gonna play some form of important role. But the trailer is only about the first 1 or 2 episodes, there's plenty of room to show the others. I am aware we literally only just saw most of them, and I would have been happy with what we did get in Johnny's for years if this wasn't the last chance we had to see them. If you're gonna take my emotional support 10-year-old and rent from me, you better fill the ship with as much fan service as you possibly can for some sort of compensation. Give me a last Ash, Kukui and Bernard family moment. Have a couple companions who have never met show up together. Let Go be in one of those episodes, and for real, show someone else reach their dream as well. I think they could tie that one into Ash figuring out his own goal, which the series seems to be focusing on. Show May or Dawn, more likely Dawn, let's be for real here, win a grand festival, and it makes Ash reconsider what being a Pokemon master means even more. Add to the angst. More on the delusional side, since they said that past Pokemon would also play a role in this. Let Ambipom show up please and thank you. I also think Ho should play some sort of role in this. It's a Pokemon deeply tied to Ash's and Pikachu's story. The one they saw at the start of their journey, a scene that gets referenced a bunch throughout the series, even most recently in the ending of Johnny's. So despite that, Ho has never really done anything important really. It shows up then dips again. It never played a part in the story. The closest we've gotten was in I Choose You, but that isn't part of the mainline canon, it's an alternate universe. Even there, the battle between Ash and Ho gets cut off. I want some sort of conclusion to it, and screw it, I think it would be awesome if Ash caught it. If Tokyo can get a legendary off screen, Ash can catch one as well, and Ho would be the perfect one. That and Dracovish does not feel right as Ash's last capture. Don't get me wrong, I love it, Sigmon, but it would be pretty weird if it was. It'd be neat if the series had some Gen 9 content in it. It's coming out at the right time for it, don't pretend it isn't. Ash is probably not gonna meet any of the important NPCs. Pretty sure the ship has sailed, but having Paldea mentioned, some of its Pokemon appearing in the background, they can do that. I hope Team Rocket gets a conclusion to their story. Ash won't be the only character we'll say goodbye to. If he's leaving, it most likely means Jesse, James and Meowth are as well. I don't think we have enough time for a real arc about the organization. We're probably never gonna have the proper Ash vs Giovanni battle. I don't wanna go on another rant about Silver, but Silver, hi, hello Silver. But I still really want them to get something. If it's not all of Team Rocket disbanding, then have the trio leave it. They've played around with the concept before, even most recently with Johnny's, where they showed that Butch and Cassidy did just that. Let them move on, get a new start in life, let them make peace with Ash, just give the trio something, okay? They've already gotten shoved to the side so much. I would hate it if they didn't get a proper conclusion at all. Here's another delusional one. Ash beating Alan in a battle. He's the only main rival Ash never won against. But him beating Leon means no, I don't care. I want it to be about their rivalry and their rivalry only. If it's not Alan though, I still think it'd be cool if the series did have one final battle where Ash used some of his past Pokemon one last time. Please, please, please don't show Ash's dad. Don't even vaguely reference him. Keep that shit in the EU. I like how they've handled it there, but don't bring it into the main timeline. Ash is dead. isn't the huge mystery some people make it out to be. It isn't like the anime ever put focus on him outside of a single mention in episode 2. It's not Giovanni. It's not the one-off character from an OVA that aired 20 years ago. He's just not in Ash's life much. His family is still there, and that's fine. Some families are like that. I enjoy how they portray it. Don't ruin all of it. There wouldn't even be much time to properly build him up anymore, so simply just don't do it at all. Don't touch it. I don't want them to time skip. That feels like it would be a mess too. If they do it outside these specials because he comes back in the Scarlet and Violet anime, alright, I don't care about that, but don't do it as the end of the series. He's the forever 10-year-old. Ending that with a random time skip montage would be super odd to me. Him turning 11, fine. Anything beyond that, no. Another thing I don't want them to make any ships canon either. That'd just be a mess in the fandom. No thank you. I don't wanna deal with that. Ash Ketchum is the most shipped character in fiction that I can think of. So many people wouldn't be happy. There isn't really that one neutral choice that would work. It doesn't exist. Plus, Ash was never one for romance to begin with. I know that's funny coming from me, myself, and I enjoy romance with Ash and Fallon, but it isn't something the show ever focused on much with him, not even when they had characters interested in him. I'd rather leave it ambiguous and up to the viewer. The ship I like wouldn't be the canon one anyway. I hope whatever they decide Pokemon Master means doesn't feel like too much of an ass pull. I don't really have any expectations for what it's going to be, because I always figured it would be nothing. It's so clearly a term that was meant to be vague enough so Ash could just continue on no matter what. They did not have a plan for what it would be 2 decades ago. You can't tell me that. So if it makes me sigh and go, I guess I can see that, then it's good enough for me. Honestly, that's the best outcome. Don't use the show to promote the Scarlet and Violet anime. There's gonna be a preview for it at the end of the last broadcast. I know that's unavoidable, unfortunately. But don't do it within Mr. as a Pokemon Master. That would just honestly be super disrespectful to Ash. And it would leave a super sour taste in my mouth. It would taint the entire series for me. I'm not even kidding. Don't fucking make Rico his daughter either. I hate that idea so much. You have no idea. So that's probably getting off track right now. My dream ending for the story would honestly be Ash deciding he still wants to travel the world, because that's what his character has been like throughout the entire franchise. He doesn't linger on wins or losses or stay in one place for too long. He's quick to move on, to seek new challenges, meet new people in Pokemon, have more battles. That's him, that's Ash Ketchum. He doesn't win and say, alright, that's done. He wins and says, alright, what's next? That was basically the ending of Sun and Moon, and it's the ending I want for the series as well. Let him continue traveling, even if we won't be there to discover everything together with him anymore. And that was all I could think of for now. I'm sure my feelings on this will change as the show airs, but we'll get to that when we're there. Let me know some things you'd like to see, and God, do I fucking miss them already.